Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you all know if you've been following me on Snapchat and also on our Facebook group Luce's Ladies, this week is all going to be back to school videos. I didn't realise how quick it's come round and how soon it is for back to school videos, so I thought, oops, I better ask you if you want to see some, and you did. So I'm going to be doing 3 videos, Wednesday, Friday and Sunday this week, and this is our first one. So today's video is going to be 3 makeup looks in one video, and the first one is going to be a makeup look where your teachers are not going to be able to tell that you're wearing makeup. So very light natural makeup. There's no eye makeup, mascara, nothing involved in this one. The second one will be a natural makeup look. So this is, yes, you have got makeup on, but it does look really natural, so you're going to be able to tell because there's going to be a little bit of eyeshadow involved, there's going to be mascara, which obviously that's when you can tell you're wearing makeup, and it's going to be not noticeable that you're wearing makeup, but it's going to look like you just enhanced a little bit. And the third makeup look is going to be if you're going to university or going to college and you can wear more makeup than you wear for school, and you're going to get shouted at by teachers, and you want to have like a daily routine where you're like slaying every day, but it's not going to take ages, but it's just a little bit more glamorous than the natural makeup one. So it's going to be 3 looks in one, and let's just get into it. I'm really excited, can you tell? And every single one of these makeup looks, by the way, are going to be drugstore. So this first makeup look is the no makeup look. And my biggest tip with this no makeup look is to just use loads of natural, creamy, liquidy kind of products. Powder is a little bit more noticeable that you've got makeup on. So in this makeup look, it is a lot of like creams and liquid products, if that makes sense. So the primer that I'm going to be using, just to give that a little bit of a glow, is the L'Oreal Lumigique Base Primer. I'm just going to apply this all over my face. So my biggest tip for the no makeup look is to use a very lightweight foundation, and to also use one that is going to be perfect for your skin. This is going to be a titchy bit too light for me just because my neck is just a tiny bit dark at the moment because of the sun. Well, it does suit my face perfectly. If you aren't sure which foundation to get to suit your skin perfect, go to the number 7 range. It's a little bit more expensive for like Boots kind of prices. This is the number 7 Stay Perfect Super Light Foundation, and I use this foundation for when I literally just want to look like I've just improved my skin a little bit and not got a cake face. So my tip for this would be, do not put a full face of foundation on. I just like to dab it all over and then blend it out with a stippling brush. This makes the product go so much further, and it means that it's going to cover everything without having to use more product. And then just take your stippling brush and just buff that all in. As you can see, it's kind of like slightly evened out my skin tone, just give me that little bit more confidence that sometimes you do need when you're going to school. To hide with them dark circles, I'm going to be using the Maybelline The Eraser Eye Concealer. I'm not going to be using a lot of this. This is amazing because it just blends into the skin and it looks super natural. So I'm just going to be putting this literally just right underneath my eyes where my eye bags are. I'm not going to be doing the whole triangle thing because that's not going to look very natural. Remember, you can skip any of these steps, add your own steps in, and adjust any of these makeup looks to however you want. And I'm just going to take a sponge and just blend that in, which is like the best way to apply your concealer in my eyes. And then whatever's left, I'm just going to put this on the top of my lids as well. You don't want to conceal your lids too much because that's a really big giveaway that you've got makeup on. You just want it to look like a little bit more even. Now for them pesky spots, because if you were anything like me when I was a teenager, and I still get them now, I am only 21 though, you might need something just to cover up them spots. It still looks super natural. But I'm just going to be using some of the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade Too Light. I actually prefer the shade lighter than this. And then I'm just applying that on the areas I just want a little bit more coverage. Remember, you don't want to look too flawless because then it's obvious that you've got makeup on, especially if you've gone from like, say, having like really red skin to the next day coming in and looking like completely even. And then I'm just blending that in with the Beauty Blender again. By applying your coverage through concealer instead of through foundation, it instantly makes your makeup look so much more natural because it's not as thick in areas that it doesn't need to be thick. Instead, it's just got the right coverage in the right areas where you need it, instead of the full coverage all over when you're not going to need it all over. To set the under eyes, I'm going to be using the titchiest bit of powder. I'm going to be using the NYX HD Finishing Powder, and I'm going to be using the Morphe M438 brush for this, and I'm literally just going to tap it in, tap off the excess, and then just literally just tap the tiniest bit underneath my eyes. So the bronzer that I have been using is the Benefit Dew with the Hoola. but I don't want to use that because it's not drugstore. So instead I'm going to see how it compares to the Bourjois BB Bronzing Cream 8-in-1. I'm just going to be starting off with the tiniest bit, and I'm just going to put this on my cheeks, kind of focusing towards like on the top of my cheeks so it looks really natural, like I'm sun-kissed, but also underneath just to give that little bit of a contour. And I'm going to put some on my temple, and I'm just using a different stippling brush to blend all of this out, but you could use the same one that you've used for your foundation. It won't make a big difference. It'll probably make it look even more natural, to be honest. By applying a cream bronzer, it's just going to look so much more natural. It's going to look like you just really are sun-kissed, and it's not like makeup at all. Blusher is a complete option for you. You don't have to put it on. When I've been wearing this makeup look and asking family and friends whether they think that it looks obvious I've got makeup on, I haven't been applying blusher, so it's completely up to you. I'm going to skip it just because I think it just looks so much better just being nice and bronze, even, and just I like how it is at the moment. I'm not going to set my whole face with powder. Instead I'm just going to be putting on some of the NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. Now for brows, this is a complete option for you. You can rather go for a transparent brow gel, so this is the Maybelline Brow Charmer in transparent, their brow mascara, or you can go for something that's kind of like Benefit's Gimme Brow, really affordable version of Benefit's Gimme Brow. This is the Essence Make Me Brow. So this will kind of fill in your eyebrows. It's got a tint, but it's also got little mini microfibres that stick to your eyebrow hairs and make them look fuller. I personally like to go with this just because I think it gives me more of a pristine kind of look, and it's not noticeable that your eyebrows have something on. So I'm going to be using this. As you can see, it just looks super natural. If your school would let you get away with mascara, then totally go for it. Your look will still look really natural if you just put a little coat of mascara on. Or if you wanted to put a clean mascara on so your eyelashes still look really long but they aren't black, then that's completely up to you. I just like to skip it. So this is look number 1, the natural makeup look. So makeup look number 2 is our natural makeup look. And I'm going to be starting once again with the L'Oreal Lume Magique Base Primer and applying this all over my face. Foundation, I'm going to be stepping up from the number 7 Super Light Foundation to the number 7 Instant Radiant Foundation. I definitely recommend the number 7 brand if you're not too sure on what foundation shade to go for. They have the little scanning thing. I'm in the shade Calico, which is the palest shade, so if you are my kind of skin colour, then you'll probably be the shade Calico too. I'm going to be using a flat top brush to blend this all out, and I'm going to be taking maybe 1.5 pumps and applying this all over my face. And I'm just going to blend all of that out. As you can tell, we've got a lot more foundation on. It's going to be natural due to it matching my skin colour perfectly. And because it has that radiance to it, it makes it look even more natural compared to if you had like a matte foundation like the Beautifully Matte one by number 7. And then once again, because I do still want this to be a natural look, I'm going to be using the Bourjois Bronzing Cream again. And I've got 1 full pump of that. And I'm going to apply it in the same places again and use the same stippling brush to blend that out. I'm also going to be putting some just along the jawline just to kind of sharpen that up a little bit and hide some of my double chins. For concealer, we're going to be going for a little bit more of a fuller coverage, and this is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Porcelain. I'm just going to be putting this just underneath my eyes. Once again, I won't be doing the triangle technique just because I just want it to be nice and natural still. And then I'm going to blend this out with my beauty blender. And to set that concealer in place, I'm going to be using the same powder from before, the NYX HD powder in Banana, and just putting this just underneath. And I'm just applying this where we've applied that concealer. Once again, just using a tiny amount because we do want to keep this still looking natural. Now for bronzer, I absolutely love this one from Superdrug. This is the MUA Bronze Perfection bronzer, and it does have a little bit of shimmer in it, but I don't think you can really see it when it's on the skin. So I'm going to be applying this on top of the areas where we've put the bronzing BB primer. You don't need to use the bronzer and also the bronzing primer. It's completely up to you. I like to use both. I just think we use less powder when I use the cream one as well, so it does look a lot more natural. And you only need the lightest bit of bronzer powder if you apply the other one. To be fair, you could probably skip this step if you're happy with how much bronzer you've put on from the primer to begin with. Blusher, if you've been watching my channel for a long time now, you know that when it comes to natural makeup, the blusher I always go for is the e.l.f. Tickled Pink blusher. This one you can order online. I just had to include it, I just love it so much. And I'm just going to be using a blusher brush and just applying this ever so lightly on the top of my cheeks. For highlighter, I'm going to be going for a very natural one, and this is the Sleek Face Contour Kit in Light. But I am going to be using the Morphe M501 brush to apply this highlighter. And once again, just going to be taking the tiniest amount and just putting this along the top of my cheeks. If you wanted to do eyeshadow in a natural makeup look, I personally don't go for eyeshadow every single day unless I'm in the mood for it or unless I have a little bit more time to actually put it on. But if you do have more time, or if you do want to have like a natural makeup look and wonder what eyeshadow to pair with it, here is an option for you. So I'm not sure if I've just recorded that bit, but if I haven't, I've just applied the Maybelline 24-Hour Colour Tattoo on my eyelid, and then I put the Makeup Revolution Mono Eyeshadow in Mocha Love through the crease, just in case I didn't film that bit. I am going to be setting my full face with a powder. I don't actually have a powder to recommend from the drugstore apart from the Rimmel Stay Matte one. However, I do like a powder that has just a little bit of coverage just to kind of even it out and kind of like buffs the skin to make it look even more naturally flawless. So the one that I have been using is the MAC Studio Fix in NC20, but like I said, there'll be so many in the drugstore that people will be able to recommend you. So if you have got any recommendations, leave them below just for people that do want to try it out. For brows, we've got 3 options. So you can go for the transparent gel that I showed in the last makeup tutorial, or you can go for the Make Me Brow, which I also put on in the last makeup tutorial. Or you can go for a pomade. This is the Freedom Eyebrow Pomade in Ash Brown, which you know that I love. And this is £5 from Superdrug. So I'm going to be applying just a little tiny bit of this, just where I've got a little bit of sparse brows in my arch. And then the rest I'm just going to go in with the Make Me Brow, which is £2.99, I think, from Wilkinson's, and it's by the brand Essence. Mascara, I don't really have one to recommend to you that is really good from the drugstore at the moment, so just use whatever mascara you've got at home or whatever is your favourite mascara. Now for natural lip options, it depends how natural you want to get. If I wanted just a natural lip, just shot it on, go out the house, don't have to worry about it, I would apply the Revlon Super Lustrous Supernatural 215 Lip Gloss. This is gorgeous. This is so worth the money. So that is our second makeup look done. Let me know if you like it, if this is your version of like a natural day-to-day makeup look. It is for me, apart from the eyeshadow. I'm not an eyeshadow every single day kind of girl, but for me this is what my natural everyday makeup would be like. If I've got a couple of minutes, like 5-10 minutes to shove some makeup on, this is what I normally come up with. And yeah, I love it. I think it's just easy, get out of the door. It looks really nice in natural sunlight as well, so it's nice and sunny. It's not going to look like you've got a cake face of makeup on. It's going to look super natural, which is obviously what we were going for. Welcome to makeup look number 3. I've kept the mascara and the brows on from the last makeup look. This third makeup look is for our girls who are at college or university, or if you're at a school where you're allowed to wear makeup and your teachers aren't going to be stood there with makeup wipes ready for you to take them off. So to begin with, we're going to be using the Maybelline Baby Skin Primer, and I'm going to be applying this all over my skin, but focusing it where I have the large pores just in the centre here. So we're going to be starting with the eyes, because when you're in a rush and you want to look a little bit more glam, the last thing that you need to be doing is reapplying your foundation and your concealer, because your eyeshadow has fell down on your face. So we're going to be starting with some primer, and this is the Avon Eyeshadow Primer in the light / beige colour, just looks like this. Now for eyeshadow, I wanted something where you had quite a variety of ones to choose from, something that I know is good quality as well, and something that's not going to cost you a fortune. So I'd recommend the W7 Indie Buff Natural Nude Eye Colour Palette. So I'm going to be taking a fluffy brush, and I'm going to be taking this shade here and applying this just lightly through my crease. I'm going to go for this colour here, and I'm going to be using a flat top brush and just applying this all over my lid. So this is going to be quite like a dark bronzy kind of smoky eye. I'm just going to be applying this all over the lid. That is so pretty. So pretty. So I'm taking that brush again and just blending that crease with no extra product on the brush. I'm just going to be blending it. And I'm going to be taking just a small brush like this and going back into that shade that we used in our crease. And I'm just going to run this underneath my eyes, and that is literally going to be our makeup look done. I'm not going to smoke it out anymore or in the outer crease or anything, because that's what would be my kind of nighttime kind of look. For foundation, I'm going to be applying the Revlon Colour Stay in the shade Sand Beige, and this is the oily combination skin one, and this is amazing if you want more coverage than the previous foundations that I've shown. And then I'm just going to be taking a flat top brush again to buff all of this in. I'm going to tap it around to spread the foundation, and then I'm going to use circular motions to blend it all in. Once again, I'm going to be using the Bourjois BB Bronzing Cream, and I'm going to be applying this on my cheeks and on my temples again. For concealer, I'm going to be mixing the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Porcelain with the L'Oreal Lume Magique Concealer in the shade One Light. I'm going to be going for that triangle kind of look as well, as we are going more glam with this look. And I'm going to take my beauty blender to blend all of that in. And to set my under eye concealer in place, I'm going to be taking the NYX HD finishing powder again with the Morphe 438 brush and just tapping this. To set the rest of my makeup in place, once again, like I said, I don't have a powder foundation that I like from the drugstore so far, so I'm going to be using the MAC Studio Fix one. For bronzer, I'm going to be going in with the Sleek Light Contour Kit and using the bronzer in there, as this is a little bit more intense than the one that we used in the last video. I'm going to be slightly contouring with that. I'm going to be using the Mary Luminizer one today. I'm going to be using the Morphe 501 brush again and just putting this on the top, yes, of my cheekbones. I'm going to be taking a very, very little angled brush and that highlighter, and I'm just going to put this underneath the brow arch, and that'll just make my brow arch pop a little bit, if you can tell the difference between the two. So beautiful. For blusher, I'm going to be taking the NYX blush in the shade Summer Peach, which I think is super, super, super cute. And I'm going to be taking the Real Techniques Multitasker brush with this. And for lipsticks, you can wear any lipstick your heart desires. I'm going to apply the Sleek Matte Me in the shade Petal. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit subscribe. And I hope to see you on Friday for our next video. And yeah, let me know which makeup look you prefer. And if you do recreate any of these makeup looks, don't forget to send me pictures on Instagram, Snapchat, or post it in our Luce's Ladies Facebook group. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys. Oh my god, my armpit's hairy. Could you see my armpits then? In case you guys haven't noticed, I have gone a white blonde colour now. I got my hair done yesterday by my friend Jane. You'll know if you've been watching me on Snapchat, because I'm uploading and filming on the same day on Wednesday today that I'm filming this video. But yeah, I got my hair done and I absolutely love it. This is just like where I've let it dry naturally. I will be doing a hairstyles back to school video soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that.